Most people believe that working longer hours leads to greater productivity. However, studies consistently show that extended work hours often reduce overall output and increase burnout. This means that without adjusting your work habits, you could be limiting your success and well-being without realizing it. By the way, this channel shares one thoughtful insight like this every day. If this perspective is useful, consider subscribing. Automation is no longer a distant vision of the future. It's here, embedded in countless facets of our daily lives and work environments. From self-checkout kiosks in grocery stores to complex algorithms managing supply chains, automation reshapes how tasks are performed and who holds responsibility for outcomes. The rise of these systems challenges traditional notions of accountability, making it crucial to examine how responsibility is distributed when machines, not just humans, influence decisions. The integration of automation into the workplace also demands a reassessment of skill sets. As routine tasks become automated, the value of uniquely human capabilities such as critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence grows substantially. Employees who invest in developing these skills position themselves to complement automated systems rather than compete against them, enhancing their long-term career viability. Moreover, automation's impact varies significantly across industries and job roles. For example, in manufacturing, robots can handle repetitive assembly line tasks, reducing physical strain and improving precision. In contrast, sectors like healthcare rely on automation for data analysis and diagnostic support, but human judgment remains indispensable for patient care. This disparity underscores the need for tailored strategies in workforce development and technology adoption. The shift toward automated processes also influences organizational culture and employee engagement. While automation can free workers from mundane duties, it may also lead to feelings of displacement or reduced job satisfaction if not managed thoughtfully. Companies that prioritize transparent communication and provide opportunities for upskilling tend to foster more positive attitudes toward these technological changes. In addition, automation introduces new ethical and legal considerations. When algorithms make decisions, whether about credit approval, hiring, or law enforcement, questions arise about bias, fairness, and transparency. Organizations must establish frameworks to monitor and audit automated systems to ensure they align with societal values and legal standards. Finally, automation's role in productivity extends beyond individual tasks to broader operational efficiency. By streamlining workflows, reducing errors, and enabling real-time data analysis, automated systems can accelerate decision-making and innovation cycles. However, realizing these benefits requires strategic implementation and ongoing evaluation to avoid unintended consequences such as process rigidity or over-reliance on technology. Another critical dimension to consider is the socioeconomic impact of automation on the labor market. As machines take over certain job functions, there is a risk of widening income inequality, especially if displaced workers lack access to retraining programs. Policymakers and business leaders must collaborate to design social safety nets and education initiatives that facilitate workforce transitions, ensuring that automation benefits are broadly shared rather than concentrated among a few. Furthermore, the global nature of automation technology introduces competitive pressures at the international level. Countries that effectively integrate automation can boost productivity and economic growth, potentially reshaping global trade patterns and labor dynamics. For instance, nations with advanced automation infrastructure may attract more capital investment, while those lagging could face challenges retaining manufacturing jobs, prompting a reevaluation of national economic strategies. The environmental implications of automation also warrant attention. Automated systems can optimize energy use and reduce waste through precise resource management, contributing to sustainability goals. However, the production and disposal of automated machinery and electronic components pose environmental challenges, including resource depletion and electronic waste management. Companies adopting automation must therefore balance efficiency gains with responsible environmental stewardship. In the realm of user experience, automation influences how consumers interact with services and products. Automated customer support, personalized recommendations, and smart home devices have transformed expectations around convenience and responsiveness. Yet, over-automation can lead to frustration when systems fail to address nuanced or complex issues, highlighting the ongoing need for human oversight and intervention. Finally, the psychological effects of automation on employees deserve closer scrutiny. Beyond job displacement, workers may experience shifts in identity and purpose as their roles evolve. Organizations that acknowledge these emotional and cognitive dimensions, offering support such as counseling or career coaching, can better maintain morale and productivity during transitions. This human-centered approach to automation integration ultimately strengthens organizational resilience. As automation reshapes the workplace, it also redefines managerial roles and leadership styles. Traditional command and control approaches become less effective when automated systems handle many operational tasks. Instead, leaders must focus more on guiding teams through change, fostering adaptability, and cultivating a culture that embraces continuous learning. This shift requires emotional intelligence and communication skills to maintain motivation and trust amid uncertainty. Another emerging challenge involves data privacy and security in automated environments. Automated systems often rely on large volumes of data, including sensitive personal information, to function efficiently. This dependence increases vulnerability to cyberattacks and data breaches. Organizations must invest in robust cybersecurity measures and ethical data governance policies to protect stakeholders and maintain confidence in automation technologies. Additionally, automation influences workplace diversity and inclusion initiatives. On one hand, automation can reduce biases by standardizing processes like candidate screening. On the other hand, if algorithms are trained on biased historical data, they risk perpetuating or exacerbating existing inequalities. Therefore, it is essential to critically assess and audit automated decision-making tools to ensure they support equitable outcomes. The pace of innovation driven by automation also impacts workforce planning and organizational agility. Companies that can rapidly adopt and integrate new automated technologies gain a competitive edge, but face the constant pressure to upskill employees and reconfigure workflows. This dynamic environment favors organizations that nurture learning cultures and flexible infrastructures capable of evolving alongside technological advancements. Furthermore, automation's influence on work-life balance is multifaceted. While some automated tools can reduce workload and create time for personal priorities, others blur the boundaries between work and home, enabling constant connectivity and expectations of immediate responsiveness. Understanding these nuances helps individuals and organizations develop policies that promote healthy work habits and mental well-being. Lastly, the rise of automation opens new avenues for entrepreneurship and innovation. By lowering operational costs and automating routine functions, smaller businesses and startups can compete more effectively with established players. This democratization of technology fosters a more diverse and vibrant economic landscape, encouraging novel business models and creative problem-solving approaches. The increasing reliance on automation also necessitates a reconsideration of regulatory frameworks. Existing laws and standards often lag behind technological advancements, creating gaps in oversight that can expose consumers and workers to unforeseen risks. Regulatory bodies must adapt by developing agile policies that keep pace with innovation, while safeguarding public interests. This might include setting standards for algorithmic transparency, mandating impact assessments, or establishing protocols for human intervention in automated decision-making. In addition to regulatory challenges, the global supply chains supporting automation technology introduce vulnerabilities related to geopolitical tensions and resource dependencies. Many critical components, such as semiconductors and rare earth elements, are concentrated in specific regions, making production susceptible to disruption. Companies and governments must therefore strategize for supply chain resilience, balancing efficiency with diversification and risk mitigation to sustain automation deployment. The educational sector faces its own transformation as automation reshapes the skills landscape. Curricula must evolve to integrate digital literacy, coding, and data analysis alongside traditional subjects. Beyond technical skills, education systems should emphasize adaptability, problem-solving, and lifelong learning attitudes to prepare students for careers characterized by continual technological change. Partnerships between academia, industry, and government can facilitate relevant training programs and certifications, aligned with evolving labor market demands. Automation also raises questions about the future role of creativity and innovation in human work. While machines excel at pattern recognition and optimization, they lack the intuitive leaps and emotional nuances that drive groundbreaking ideas. This distinction elevates the importance of fostering environments where human creativity thrives.